Well, welcome everybody back to the Flying Dog House. Yesterday, we had a group flight to Alaska, and we took off at Bradley Sky Ranch near Fairbanks. Made our way down some most stunning scenery along the river and then back across to Denali National Park, and we landed at Summit. So we flew from 95 Zulu to Delta 66, Delta Junction, and then we made our way over to Summit. It was a very good flight. Scenery looks very, very good in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. So this was a 2020 flight. And we're planning on revisiting it together in 2024. Later this summer. Hope you enjoy the replay. Again, it's live and raw, so the only thing that I'm doing as far as editing is concerned is really just managing as best I can volumes. So enjoy the flight. If you haven't done group flying before, join us over on Virtual Flight Online. We have 18 group flights, I think, scheduled for this month, so we'd love to have you along. All right, so let's switch over to the recording, and we'll take it from there. Cheers, everybody. All right, today's group flight is in Alaska, and it's basically a scenery traverse here with one stop, our coffee break, and then to our destination. So this one should be...
One more time on assistance, getting to the correct server so I see everybody.
Southeast Asia.
The server's in settings multiplayer, isn't it, or online? Settings online.
Yeah, you can do it just by pressing start. You go to your name at the top right in the menu.
Yeah, press escape.
Click on there.
And then go to your name.
Yeah, escape top right where your name is, click on there, and then you'll see status online multiplayer servers, and then just change this server to Southeast Asia. It will take probably 30 seconds for people to load in once it swaps over.
Just to confirm, you are an FS20, not FS24.
I am in 24.
That'll be where you can see us.
This is a 20 flight.
Yeah, this
Sundays
is a 20
and Mondays
flight.
are in 20, and then Wednesdays are in 24.
We're learning.
So one of the things I'd point you to is the actual news article that I just published today that's got background information on all the flights. So check that out by clicking on news.
In the Discord server.
That's correct.
Yes. Yeah, some people might do it in 24, sometimes they do. But it's, few and far between, you might not see anybody.
Yeah, if you look at the flight descriptions, most of them have what simulator are in, so say 2020 or 24. But as a rule, Sundays and Mondays are 20, and Wednesdays are 24.
Yeah, and I'm not sure I put it in the description this week.
Roger
I'll
that.
blame you then, Joe.
Joe, you can get lots of crashes in 24, don't you? But when I went back to the Sim Update 1, the live release, the other day, I was having lots of crashes and problems, so I wondered if it's worth trying the beta, because it's, touch wood, much more stable for me.
I'm not going there. With me making content, I'm staying away from the beta. So far, it's not even funny.
I can crash in both simulators, to be fair.
For me, that would just be borrowing trouble.
Yeah, well, most of the content I would watch are on 24, but on the beta, but yeah, I don't know.
If I was using VR, it'd be another matter, but Then again, I probably wouldn't be streaming VR either way.
No.
Evening, folks. Mic check, please.
Loud and clear.
Clear, but not loud.
Oh, you're fine.
Why
to
you
me.
speak louder? Yeah.
And for some reason, Discord's giving you a different accent to mine.
That's the model matching.
Oh yeah, I haven't got that one. So.
Oh, you mean I could change my accent?
Do you mean I've got an accent? I thought everyone else had accents.
I was thinking that.
I thought you were a Midwesterner. Takes 60 years to develop a drawl like this. Don't try it at home. Okay, up we go in the station wagon.
So has anyone gone for the new 130 yet?
Negative.
Yeah, I've seen the videos. That's glass cockpit and I don't like it.
Well, good morning, y'all, from sunny old New Zealand. Man, she's a lovely morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, John.
Morning.
Morning, John.
Yeah, morning, Ellis. Morning, everyone. And we've got some of that funny white stuff on the lawn this morning called frost.
Ooh.
First one for the year. We're about 0 this morning.
Not quite so cold here, John. We're about 89 degrees.
Yeah, you're over by the sea, eh, Ellis? So it's lovely over there always.
All right, if you haven't already started your taxi to the runway, I would suggest we start taxiing.
Roger.
It's getting a bit congested up here.
I guess you can saunter, waltz, or sashay. It's your choice. Yeah, it's been a while since I've flown the station air.
Talking about the 207?
Yes, sir.
I almost flew that today, but I was like, go back to the 337.
Yeah, I went with a sensible pair of shoes.
So is the 207 one better than the 206?
It's at least one louder.
Womble, you're still on the deck. What's up?
So look at that picture you posted. He's playing Minecraft, I think.
He's playing
Yeah,
Wordle.
that was weird.
Yeah, for the first part of the leg, you can simply just follow the river.
Are you running transmitter, Joe? I can't see you if you are.
That may be the one thing I didn't cut on. I'm going to do that.
And do your pre-flight joke.
Have you provided any bridges for us?
Bridge? I don't think so. I don't remember any.
Oh, there.
There's a bridge just down here, I think.
Where?
If you follow the river, I'm pretty certain there's a bridge not too far away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whether you can get under it or not is another matter entirely, but...
Yeah, of course.
That was the film they never made, wasn't it? The bridge not too far.
Well, it did, but it was over in 5 minutes. They got there and that was it.
I've flown so many flight plans lately, I can't keep track. What I can promise you is a variety of terrain.
What flat?
We like terrain.
Well, we like it when it's too sunny, too.
Terrain, pull up. Terrain, pull up.
I always find terrain in Spain stays more on the plane.
Yeah, don't sink. All right, shall we be on our way?
We shall.
We are.
Yeah, a lot of us already are, Joe.
Does anybody have both 2020 and 2024 Flight Simulator?
Yep.
Yeah, most of us do, I think.
There's a bridge over here.
Bridge over troubled water.
Yeah.
Your body, Frank.
Yeah, you can quite safely have them both installed.
Yeah, I used to have 2020. I don't know how I would get to it.
I added 2024. I started with 2020. I added 2024, but I don't know that my machine and my bandwidth is really good enough for 2024, honestly.
Give it a try, you never know.
Well, I did, and it was pretty jerky, and it looked really brown. I like the look of 2020 better, but I probably just have things I need to learn about it.
What is your bandwidth?
I think it's like 125 megabits per
Oh, that should be plenty. No,
That should be okay.
Yeah,
Really? Okay.
absolutely. I've got 70, and I only get problems if I'm flying low level at about over 250 knots. Otherwise, it's fine.
In 24, just go into the settings and change photogrammetry and all that down to the low or medium and give it a try at that level.
Yeah, I might do that. Also, my machine is kind of cheap. It's a Ryzen 7000, Ryzen 5 laptop with AMD Radeon graphics, so it's not that great.
That should be all right.
You think? Okay. Okay, I'll give it a try again.
Yeah, go down to the least common denominator and start building your way up.
Oh, there's a bridge.
Yeah, start with the lowest texture level detail. That can make or break you. Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Have it on low, and then add your preferred settings, and then maybe if you've got some headroom, then maybe add the next texture level.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I do see a bridge, I think. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there's a bridge just at the end of the feathers of Ailson Airfield across the river.
Yeah, I'm going to switch planes at the break.
It looks quite low.
This is cool.
Eddie, I'm seeing all these little islands that we should be sort of investigating with the Draco at some point.
Yes, there's a plan on the way. Plan on the way. There's just so much. Alaska's massive. It's just like where to go.
Isn't it?
Yeah, there's some that would be really cool, Eddie, over near Mount McKinley.
Okay, I'll check it out.
That's going.
family flew to the States last night, Joe, and they're waiting for a flight out of JFK up to Charlotte.
Oh, they're going to be in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, Roger, they'll be there for about a week, 10 days, I think it is, before they go over to UK.
What are they planning on doing here in the southeast?
They've got some friends of theirs that they're staying with. I don't know too much of the detail. They're going to spend some time with them, have a look around, I believe, and then fly out of New York back to UK for a wedding over.
They should go check out that Sullenberger Aviation Museum that's at the airport in Charlotte.
Yeah, well, the son-in-law probably would, I would suspect. Dave's very keen on aviation and a very keen photographer, so yeah, he'd probably put his nose in there, I would expect.
That bridge was doable, guys.
Yep, confirmed, doable.
You've tempted me.
I'm just coming up to it.
Yeah, they've got the U.S. airplane that was in the Hudson at the museum, by the way. And they have a Piedmont DC3.
What museum is that? Is it in Charlotte, you say?
Yeah, it's the Sullenberger Aviation Museum.
Okay.
It's just reopened.
Yeah, I love that movie. Charlotte was the destination airport, wasn't it?
I believe you're correct, yes. So the plane ended up here eventually.
That's awesome. Tom Hanks did a wonderful job in that movie, along with his co-star. They were all great.
Yeah, they did a bunch of restorative work. I remember when they shipped it in, they ended up closing one of the major thoroughfares, freeways in the Charlotte area to get the plane moved over there.
Well, they take the wings off, Joe, and then just transfer the fuselage.
Yes, sir. Anyway, they've got a variety of different old birds, but it was just something that popped into my head that's local and close.
We pop in, do we get a guided tour, Joe?
Absolutely. I'll even buy you a beverage.
There you go.
Oh, Ellis, free coffee.
I'm in for that.
Do you live in Charlotte, Joe?
I am slightly north of Charlotte. I'm actually in Concord.
Okay.
I'm about 2.5 miles from Charlotte Motor Speedway. So I get to listen to the NASCAR races and also the dragsters at the drag strip. And I guess I'm like everybody else. I mean, you tend to fly out of your local airport, so I've learned quite a bit about Mecklenburg and Cabarrus County here in the area, just from buzzing around.
I bet it's a bit different to Bournemouth. My local airport.
Whereabouts are you then?
Me?
Yeah.
I actually live in Dorchester, but I'm from Bournemouth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm on Calvert Heath Pool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've actually just applied to volunteer at Bournemouth Museum.
Have you really?
Yeah.
What, an exhibit?
Not quite that old.
Ouch. Are you wearing your Batman costume?
It's Rumble costume.
Just asking for a friend.
No, I no longer have a Batman costume.
Oh, man.
Yes, you do. We know you do.
Yeah, you do.
No, he's got a Womble outfit.
He's got his utility belt on right now.
When you say the Bournemouth Museum, you mean the Air Museum where they've got the Jaguar?
That's the one.
Yeah, they've got a Jaguar at one of our local. I can't remember. It wasn't the Doncaster. I think it must be the Yorkshire Air Museum.
Yeah, I've been thinking about volunteering for a while, and I saw a thing. Yeah, I saw a thing on Facebook the other day, and it said like they're short of volunteers. So I thought, well, I'm only down the road. I like planes. Why wouldn't I? So,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking about that for the Doncaster one, but it's just time's taken up looking after missus, so I don't know. Just trying to see if I could fit a few hours in, I suppose.
it's an excuse to look at aircraft, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm helping out a local charity while spending time with aircraft.
Such
Yeah,
a
enjoy
noble
yourself.
sacrifice.
I know it's hard, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Dave, I don't know if you saw my post, but it's your fault. I bought it, and now I'm having fun in it. So, there.
Which one?
Oh, the F-16?
F-15. Other day.
15? Okay. Almost the same.
Oh, yeah, 15's good, isn't it?
Quite enjoying it.
It's a bargain. It's a bargain at the sale price as well. It's a bargain at the sale price.
Shut up, I just bought a Jaguar and a Tornado. Stop trying to persuade me to buy anything.
Well, you need an Eagle to complete the set.
Is the 15 on discount then?
It's half
Yeah,
off.
it's half price, and it's worth it because you get about.
Yeah, it's worth it.
And is that from Marketplace?
Yep.
Yep.
It's got some issues in 24, but they're nothing too bad.
Did you buy it in 24? Or, well, yeah, it applies to both, right?
Which F-15 is it?
It's a 20
Bought it in
aircraft.
20, yeah.
Yeah, I
Right.
bought it in 20, and it ported over to 24. Okay.
3 different cockpits depending on which variant you pick. And it has things to carry.
Yeah, I bought mine from Just for like a while ago, and now when I get the updates, I get the installer for 20 and 24 when it comes through. So it's obviously been modified for 24.
Let's just say I've been using it to make some deliveries.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of liveries.
Yeah, I love going fast. And the beautiful thing is you can go slow if you need to, pretty slow, but going fast is just a blast for me.
Afterburner's full at the end of the runway straight up. It's a marvelous thing.
Yeah, it is.
Which one is it? Because there's a couple in the marketplace, isn't there?
Yeah, DC Designs, or what they're called.
Right.
SC or DC. It's the one Just Flight do.
Okay, I'll get it. Just so you don't all feel guilty.
That must be the 16 that's not on discount then.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm waiting
that's on my list too.
I bought
Never
the
been on.
16 because it has a bubble canopy, no bar across.
The F-16 is pretty similar. Yeah. Yeah. F-15, sorry, it's pretty similar.
F1616 is on the list.
You're a poet and you don't know it.
Yeah, the thing that threw me over the edge with the 15, Dave, was the fact that they had Seymour Johnson liveries. So that was the deal breaker.
That's funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Say
livery
maker
there.
or breaker.
Yes. So, true story about the F-15s from Seymour Johnson. I took my daughter to the NASCAR All-Star race, and we were in we were way up at the top of the stands, and turn 4, and I happened to turn around right about the end of the Star Spangled Banner, and what do I see? About 150 feet over my head, a formation of F-15s. We were really close, let's just put it that way. I could feel the heat. Thank goodness I warned my little girl that they were coming.
That's cool.
Because you knew it when they got there. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. They don't call it screaming for nothing.
So that's NASCAR. So turn 4 would be the fast left, yeah?
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm grabbing my sports yellow card and holding it up.
You are on form tonight.
As opposed to the slow left, right?
We had a couple of Kiwis in NASCAR, haven't we?
Yeah, I do believe so.
The New Zealand spot I used to look for.
Scott Dixon's one, and I'm just trying to remember who the other one is. Help me out there, Alice.
I'm scratching my head. I'm not a petrol head.
Yeah, I can't remember, John.
Well, I could watch it. I used to watch the jetboat racing in the... Sorry,
Killed everything in Australia, didn't he? Won Bathurst and that and all the rest of it a few times. Just can't think of his name.
About.
Oh, that's Shane Van Gisbergen you're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah, him's the man. Him's the man.
Yeah, no, there's another one.
Oh, yeah.
So my other non-sports story here is that before the wife and I moved down here to Charlotte, we had an opportunity through the Chamber of Commerce to ride in the pace car at Charlotte Motor Speedway. That was incredible.
Oh, you lucky son of a gun.
That's a rare experience.
Yeah, the pace car driver was going about 165 miles an hour, driving with one hand, talking to me. My wife was in the back, turning a chalky white.
You can do it now, but it is not cheap.
No, this was just a social benefit, I guess.
Yeah.
Got lucky on that one.
How fast do you go in one of those cars?
Well, I don't know about Joe, but the one I looked into was at Daytona. I can't remember. It's pretty fast. You have to sign a waiver.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll tell you something.
Yeah, we were going like 160 in the pace car.
Wow, and that's really fast when you're on the ground.
Well, what really gets you is the bank angle at Daytona.
Amen.
Like
and the
ridiculous.
G's, yes, and the G-forces from it.
Is that right? Huh, interesting.
I've been that fast straight, but I've never been that fast, 30 feet up the side of the wall.
Yeah, it's really interesting. The track kind of pushes the car along the way, right?
Yeah, if you guys have ever been to Epcot in Florida, they have a Corvette ride. Basically, that's kind of close to it. It's called Test Track. It's really good if you ever get a chance to go. But that's about the closest thing I've done to actually been in a real race car.
There we go.
And I took my cousins around in...
More useless information.
Yeah, I took my cousins around Cadwell Park, which is very twisty and very up and down. It's a great track. But they came back a vivid shade of green because there's bits on there where you go up a steep rise and then your wheels leave the ground as you go over the top of the mountain. Great track. And then there's a sharp left, right, and then into a hairpin. So it's very twisty, but it's not necessarily good if you're not an initiated passenger, if you say.
JJ Mine's back on the job, gentlemen. What runway at D66? Little Mad saying a grass runway 14, but second option 07, which is hard.
Well, 07 is the right one for the wind direction, for the looks of my map.
Yeah, let's do 07.
Roger, 07 it is.
So I'll finish up the NASCAR discussion here. This was race week. It's probably been about 15 years ago. I was out in the yard. It was about time in the broadcast for them to have their flyover. I was out in my yard, and I had a B-2 bomber go over my house.
Oh.
I heard absolutely nothing until it went past. Nothing. Zero.
Wow. Incredible. Yep, I believe that.
It's too late.
And then it shook the house. So that was amazing to see that.
Mind you, on the other end, the pilot was absolutely weird himself. He lost 4 engines.
Alright, I'm just piling on the useless trivia for today, I guess.
That's what we're here for.
I'll talk about racing cars now. A company where I used to work, there was a fad about 15, 20 years ago to build 2-seater racing Formula 1 cars. A couple of the teams did it to give people experiences around the track. And where I used to work, British Aerospace, they sponsored it. They also painted a single-seat Hawk in the same colours, and they were doing a photo shoot, and they were racing the car down the runway with a Hawk just above it and doing the photo shoot. It was
no way.
Watch. Excellent, yeah. I never saw the photos though.
Are they not in the history archives somewhere?
I don't know, I'd have to look. It'd have been McLaren. Yeah, with the Hawk. So I'd have to have a look.
Yeah, they will have them. Boy, I really like this Pilatus DC21.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's great flight.
Yeah, it can go 330, 340, but then it slows down really well too.
And the angle of attack thing is very good for landing, isn't it? Because you keep it in the middle and dictate your throttle based on it. And if it's high, you pull the throttle back. If it's low, you push the throttle up. And it drops you straight on. It's much fun.
Yeah, it's super easy to land. I'm still working on the F-16, getting really nice landings on it. It's harder.
Suddenly falling behind the crowd.
What are we flying today, Wumble?
I just switched aircraft. I'm in the Harrier now.
Ooh, the Harrier.
Couldn't keep up with the Shrike 530,
That's what
so
you
I
bring
did the
to
stream.
That's what you bring to a bush flight, right? As a Harrier.
I was dropping further and further back, so I thought, oh, I know what I do.
You know about the slew key, right?
I don't know. What's slew with you?
You're going to set fire to this grass runway now.
I thought it was a hard one here as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 07's the asphalt runway.
That's the hard. Yeah.
Delta Junction? Is that where we're going?
That's right.
Yes, it is. Yep.
D6 Delta 66.
I'm down and I can't see any coffee shop.
Let's bring a
It's
thermos.
in the woods.
Well, you got time to search before we get there.
Yeah, you have to run across to the other airfield, that Allen AF thing.
There's a shed over there.
Yeah, be careful, it might get a bit grisly.
Oh,
You might not be able to bear it.
Oh, they have cut and bought a tanker if anybody's running short of fuel.
Jeez, Nellis, you must have been flying like a scalded dog. I'm not even to the fourth waypoint.
The old 208 gets along. I did slow down, and I did get away early.
Got a head start.
I like a long coffee break, which I'll go and get now while I wait for you fellas. I got real problems with my flight model. I do not know what's going on. It's shocking. Okay with the autopilot's on, but turn the autopilot off and you're in the deck.
That's funny. Richard's H160 originally was showing as a Bell, you know, your regular Bell helicopter, and now it's showing as a Chinook, a pink Chinook for no apparent reason.
I don't know why it's pink. I have changed a little bit like Womble. The H160 couldn't keep up with you guys.
Oh right, your nameplate still shows H160. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you in now then, Richard?
Well, I thought I'd choose a true bush flying machine, so I'd go to the Chinook.
Right. Yeah. Made for the bush.
I mean, we understand these short takeoff and landings, don't we? Clearly.
Absolutely, yeah. What's that Shrike 530 like, Womble?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I accept that as well.
That's slow.
I've flown it for a long time, mind.
Do you have the Cowan Sim 500 as well?
I've got the 500E. I prefer the Shrike to the Cowan.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get on with the Cowan 500 for some reason.
I find them very sensitive flying.
I find the Cowans, with the exception of the 222, perhaps the R22, I find the Cowans a bit bland. They're very samey.
Yeah, I've got the R22. I was wondering whether or not to pull that out for Peter's flight tomorrow night. I don't know how quick it goes, and that is quite twitchy.
I like the H125. That's good all round. Yeah, for a lot of the group flights.
Oh, there's a fair bit of wind here, guys.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it looks like 125 degrees, about 17 knots, eh?
25 knots I've got here. I can't even get down.
22 knots. I changed the weather.
Oh wow. It's changed like rapidly. Okay. So stay on 1 notch flaps there.
I thought to be high, but this airfield's at 1,100 feet. Okay.
Long Dart Central.
Oh, just about made it.
What do you mean by just about?
Well, on the edge of the runway.
Oh.
Oh, you overrun? Well, there's a number for you to call.
I came in like a crab.
Well, if you eat a Snickers, it'll take care of that. Can't have you going around being hangry, Phil.
No, can't be hangry.
Have you tried other aircraft before you do all that, Nicholas?
I just mentioned that a minute ago, John. Doesn't matter what kind of aeroplane.
Yeah, my apologies, mate. I wasn't listening.
No, you were probably getting your coffee, that's why. No, it doesn't make any difference. Flying, hand flying is just virtually impossible. The aircraft's just all over the bloody sky, excuse my expression. And I think it's my bad piloting, but it's not.
What's your frame rate?
Varies around anywhere between, hang on. 540.
It's not that then, 'cause sometimes you've got a low frame rate, it's difficult to control, but that's fun.
Not auto FPS installed.
Yeah, I don't use any of that.
And I do use the map enhancement mod, and I've tried, but that makes no difference whether I'm using that or not.
It's difficult to say, isn't it? Unless you've had it yourself, it's difficult to say.
There's two versions of the map enhancer. You've got to make sure you apply the right one before you boot the program. One for 2020 and one for 24.
Is it possible to like post a video or something of it on the forum?
I finished the flight today on autopilot. I'm enjoying it, so and then I might try that repair suggestion. Thank you, whoever that came from. I think it was Dave, was it?
Not this Dave. Not this Dave. I'm
this Dave either.
I'm a klutz when it comes to the computer.
No, not me, Dave.
Did you also, Alice, did you reset all failures as well in the Bendix engine system?
I'm 100% frank at the moment.
Yeah, it is, but that is for repair engine. But there is also on the right side the reset all failures. Maybe that would work as well.
Yeah, you might have a control.
I've just done that, but as I said, Frank, unfortunately, it's affecting all aircraft. Doesn't matter what I fly.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Sorry.
Have you tried deleting all your cache?
If you disconnect your yoke or whatever, does it any better?
No, well, you're saying disconnect the USB and reconnect it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I haven't tried that.
It's worth a try. Yeah. Just disconnect it when you're having a wobbly moment and see if it straightens up. Right, I'm going for coffee.
All right. 45 past the hour.
Just done that. We'll see what happens when I take off. And,
Are we good with 45 past the hour for our departure?
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yep. I think we're ahead of schedule. So.
Yeah, it's way ahead of schedule.
Are you guys able to move your aircraft when you're flying external, when you're using the external camera? I hit insert on my keyboard and then I'm outside of the airplane, but I can't control it once I'm outside.
If you're pressing insert, you're going into drone mode.
Okay, so I shouldn't go to drone mode. I should just go to external camera mode.
External view is what you want.
Okay.
And the answer to that is yes, you can control the aircraft.
Good, okay. You don't know what keystroke it is, do you?
For me, it's backspace, I think.
Backspace? Okay.
Yeah, you can go into control settings and do a search.
Okay.
I've got a button mapped on my joystick, so I just press that. All right, we're at our coffee break, so we're going to pause recording here.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Quite short looks, isn't it?
Oh, wow. Like we're heading for the hills.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Have we set off yet officially or not?
Yeah, let's roll.
I could circle around.
Okay, I'm on my way.
So we need about 5,000. That's still exactly right, I think, yeah.
No, there's a bigger runway, yeah. That would have been better.
I thought the 7 was the bigger runway.
No, I mean over here to the south.
Yeah, that's an air base, I think.
Yeah, here we go.
This scene looks good from a higher altitude. These fields are sort of regimented fields at the side. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, 1-4 was the answer. Straight up, no problem.
Nice strong headwind as well, so I bet you didn't have to accelerate that.
No, lot less speed.
I made it off the ground, but I was standing on the left pedal.
Yeah.
I did a no flaps, high speed takeoff.
Oh, guys, that was so much fun, dude. Full left rudder almost.
That was excellent.
Oh, that's good.
New call sign is Mr. Krabs.
Yep.
Well, I thought I was going to be doing my call sign, but I managed to clear the trees. So.
Yeah, how'd you manage Bradley Sky Ranch in the F-15?
What's that?
When you were flying around this morning in the F-15, did you take off from Bradley?
Oh, yeah.
Did you wave at the squirrels on the way out?
Yeah. That was a blast. No pun intended.
That was just long enough with that full afterburner.
Yeah, I didn't try anything else but that. Thing flies like a brick before lower than 200 knots.
I had a buddy that flew F-15s, and he says that thing's got 5 stages of afterburner. He flew air show for, I don't know, for Langley, I think it was.
Yeah, the sounds are what's really good, because when the nozzle closes, you hear this hydraulic sound. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
I wonder if the real one only has one flap setting, because the Flightsim does. It's either up or down. That's it.
That I don't know. My buddy just told me about the afterburner. 5 stages. Couldn't believe it.
I guess that ranges from please to I really mean it.
Yeah, right.
Well, the crazy thing about that plane is how much fuel it can carry. It's unreal.
You probably need it for 5 stages of afterburner.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
The hills are getting a bit snowy up ahead.
Well, I promised you that it wouldn't be 100% flat, so we're getting there.
Great colours in these first hills. It's like blue green up to. It's great colours on the hillside there.
It's the density of the clouds that are ahead that's going to cause me a little problem, I think.
What, those fluffy white things?
Oh yeah, I
Those
think we're going to have
fluffy
some
white
problems, y'all. I think we're pretty much flying past the time that we really should be flying in Alaska. We're going to have a lot of problems.
Okay.
It's in the afternoon. We really supposed to only fly from about 8:30 to right at about the time that we're flying.
Oh, that still looks quite light. It dropped
The
off.
wind gets nuts.
Oh,
It does. It picks up. Because everything was smooth until right about the time we were about to land.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm going to switch my time back to about 8:30, 9 o'clock.
I'm going to grit my teeth.
Yeah, I don't want to go to these mountains. It's going to get worse when you get to the mountains.
Hold my ale.
hold my baby ship.
You know, Pilatus, interesting aircraft company. They've got some pretty successful designs out there. I wonder if it's the only one in it's Switzerland, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
They have a really nice single turboprop, similar to a King Air, but it's just a single turboprop out front.
They are not cheap, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure that's true. Oh, these mountains are beautiful.
This feeling of altitude in VR just doesn't get old at all. So, do I have a de-icing in the pipe?
It's all blowing on the windscreen.
You got a hot cup of tea, right?
Are any of you guys doing this in VR today?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in VR.
What do you recommend for the high-end VR? I'm thinking about getting one later this year, maybe the Pimax Super.
I got a Quest 3, so...
Yeah,
I think Quest 3 is good enough for this.
Quest 3, yeah, I couldn't stretch.
Okay.
I could justify that.
And it's not, it doesn't have any annoying things like a crossover between eyes, or I've read some things online.
No, it's got the pancake lenses in it, so.
I guess
the new one they came out with.
Don't buy the S if I get that one, huh? Okay.
I wouldn't for Flightsim, no.
Look at the VR flight, some guy or whatever is, he likes that crystal light, doesn't he? For the price, it's only a few hundred more than the Quest 3. But it hasn't got all the sort of software rubbish behind it. It's just almost like, you know, two connections straight in.
And does Quest 3 work fine on a sort of ho-hum computer? You don't have to have a racehorse computer?
Well, it's more about the GPU. I'm running a 4070, and it works pretty well.
4070, okay.
Yeah, so I am 4070 Ti Super or something.
Seems pretty spectacular.
Getting a little colder.
Be a very good article when I'm reset, because I'm still thinking about going to a 4070 Super. I've only got a 2070 Super, but I'm not on VR, so and I don't know whether I get any great improvement, because
I think if you're not in VR, even that 4060 you're talking about, this would be good, even on a screen.
Yeah, I'm using a 3060 and it's fine.
Yeah, I was on 3060, that worked well as well. I would have gone if I had VR to the 4060 Ti.
What gets you in VR is the VRAM on the GPU. That's what you gotta watch.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's why I got the Super.
Edit that out.
I've got a pretty good CPU, and I read an article somewhere where you know, the loadings on the CPU can affect the performance.
It does a little bit, but that's mostly related to I think the ground textures is where the CPU comes into play, but I'd say probably 80% of what you're doing is on the GPU. That's always seems to be the bottleneck, in my opinion anyway.
I know enough about it. You just keep reading and hopefully the fog clears, you know.
Oh, I know. When you start reading about all the 50 series and all that.
So the CPU, an example of a CPU would be like an i9, and a GPU would be like a 4080. Is that the difference?
Yes, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, like I've got my GPUs at 100% right now, and I'm getting about 30 frames, which is pretty good.
Because of course in VR you've got 2 screens to drive.
Yeah.
The DLSS 4 really made a huge difference in 20.
Yeah, it did.
What is that?
That's NVIDIA's AI upscaling, basically.
Okay.
It basically smooths out the picture so it's not all jaggedy where the pixels are. Try
What's
to
the
smoother and sharper at the same time.
What's the guy's a Brit sim hanger? Mark. Yeah. Watch one of his videos. Yeah. He'll set you straight on kind of what to get, what you can expect. I think he's got just about every headset that's out there.
Yeah, he has. I think he's got the latest GPU as well, 50 something.
Yeah, I think he finally got out of a 5090. One of those Pi Maxes, I think, is like $2,000 US. That top one.
Wow. Yeah, I believe that's correct.
Yeah, I think a lot of the dealers send him product to test because he's such a popular YouTuber.
Yeah. Wonder if he has to send them back.
Yeah, I was tempted to send him an email and say, when you finish with it, take it up and send it over to New Zealand.
He's in the UK somewhere. I don't know where, though.
Yeah, he's down the south.
Don't even pay the freight.
Send him a gift card, huh?
What altitude are you guys flying right now?
Well, climbing up to the 10,000.
You might need about 11 to get over there.
Yeah, sure. About 8,000 climbing.
I'm climbing to 12,300, just coming up to 12,000 now.
Yeah, I'm kind of running out of performance way up here.
That's why you need to pick a good airplane. Like
you don't forget about the mixture. That will get you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I got a PT6A burning the avgas.
You don't need it. Yeah, you don't need it in that one.
No, you don't. Use this aircraft all the time for our group flights because it's just perfect.
I have no idea how to change the mixture on this PC-21.
Oh, you don't need to on that.
You won't have to sure that.
It's a turboprop. Yeah,
turboprop. Yep.
Oh, that's right. What am I thinking?
It's a great flight, Joe. Yeah.
Welcome to Glacier Country.
It's lovely.
Has anybody got the Orbix mesh? That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I think I've got most of those.
The what?
It's an add-on from Orbix that it's not airport specific. It's like a mesh for the entire territory. They make them for Alaska, Antarctica, Greenland, or something like that. And then there's like 3 or 4 over in the UK that kind of spiff up the scenery quite a bit.
Wow, that's cool.
Actually, one of the first ones they ever did, because they're an Aussie-based outfit.
was New Zealand, and I tell you what, it made a huge difference.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
Covers a wide area, huh?
What, 5 years ago.
Uh-oh, the screen's starting to rise up.
Yeah, I've just had to put my de-icers on. It's getting a bit frosty now.
I don't think
That's mine on the wall.
I'm going to struggle.
Yeah, mine.
I haven't got any.
I've got -10 at 9,000.
Joe, does that cover all of Alaska? That thing from Orbix?
That was Brian talking.
Should do.
Yeah,
Brian.
I think so. At least the parts that you'd want to go to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. I think they also released some KMZ files, which you can load in Google Earth, and it'll show you what areas they actually redid. But they use like topo maps and stuff like that to make it look more like it does in real life.
That's pretty cool. So all they need to do is add dating for us single guys at these airports. That would be cool.
If that's what you're after, then you need to go get Leisure Suit Larry in the Land of the Lounge Lizards.
Let's make sure you get one of matching.
They struggled.
Yeah,
Model matching.
There we go.
Well, you know, I wanted to impress the ladies with my super cool flybys, you know.
That's why they have the avatars in 24, right?
I think so, man.
Okay.
I impressed them with my flares.
Probably need to change course.
Well, I've managed to get rid of my ice cream by turning the heating up.
Yes, I'm hoping
Yeah,
I'll do
I'm
it for
trying to
mine.
find the carb heat. I can't seem to find it.
Yeah, this is gorgeous.
Yeah, I really want to redo. I want to redo this one in 24.
That'd be a good idea. Are your resorts out here?
I doubt it. They have little pockets of civilization here, there, and everywhere, don't they?
You wouldn't want an engine failure in here.
It's an amazing volcanic hill to the left. It's like a big piece out of the centre of it. It looks amazing.
Yeah,
I think they must be looking at the same one.
I'm falling way behind. I might have to whack here soon. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Oh,
I'm behind you.
I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven.
You've gone too high. No, Ellis.
I'm hand flying, and it's just beautiful.
Yes.
I'm not
No autopilot.
I'm not nose diving into the deck.
Not too high.
I think it was Cliffy that made the suggestion. You're my friend forever. Why didn't somebody think of that days ago?
I didn't know what your entire issue was.
Oh well.
Ellis, while you're digging around in this rabbit hole, you might want to go look at your power settings for your USBs. That could be causing you problems too.
How do you look at that?
It's power management and control panel, but I don't remember exactly where it is. Maybe it's in devices.
In the properties, you have to go down each USB device and go to power management. You turn it off, Joe. Just turn power management off.
Turn power management off.
Hey Joe,
Yeah,
the
some of my
problems
devices
of
will charge and others don't.
Hey Joe, are you listening? All the problems have gone away.
What I'm saying is, Ellis, that this is a preventative to keep it from happening again.
Oh, no, you just got a silly bugger to not plug into control devices.
Well, I've had this happen before with multiple USB devices, and that was a solution. So just passing it along.
Okay, much appreciated. Much apprecited.
I use bad night. I always suggest you turn off the power management.
Yeah, it'll turn it off for you.
Yeah, if you go to admin mode, it does it, yeah.
I just bit the bullet and got a powered hub. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I alleviated my problems by getting smaller powered hubs and put them in series, and it works wonderfully.
Yep.
Have you gone back to the honeycomb alpha now, Alice?
I just unplugged my Logitech joystick.
Yeah, roger, mate.
And all the problems went away.
Do they still make that honeycomb?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Sorted out their internal issues.
Tell you what, coming over this ridge is beautiful.
Yeah, incredible. I've gone about so that I can have another look at it all.
Don't blame you.
The one
Take a screenshot so I can look at it later.
Up there.
Like Joe's suggestion of doing it in 2024, I think this could be worthwhile.
Yeah, it would be.
I've flown around Anchorage quite a bit in 24. It looks pretty good, but not up here.
Been to Seward on a cruise ship. And then I did a road trip into the wilderness. It was a great trip.
Did you go into Valdez or Anchorage?
No, we didn't go. No, we went into Seward. We were the first cruise ship of the season.
Yeah, when I was up there, you could see all the tour buses coming in with all the people off the ships.
Because apparently Seward doesn't ice over in the winter. Most of the time, apparently. And we moseyed on down and finished up in Vancouver. But it was great. Went to Juneau and Ketchikan and all those, and Glacier Bay, and yeah, it was awesome.
If you're doing the Harrier now, let's play with the Harrier more. Maybe practice landing, because I don't think I've managed to land it yet.
Well, I'll put this flight plan on a Wednesday evening sometime in July.
Nice one.
Willie Bob, Don is back. Not flying with you, but I have a question, if I may.
Sure, far away, Don.
Okay, so I can't fly because I got 2024, but I've got 2020 on my Xbox. Do you folks have both 2020 and 2024 on your computers or your Xbox?
I'm on Xbox, I got both installed.
I'm on PC and I've got both installed.
On PC, got both installed.
Yep, PC both installed.
Yep, PC here too.
Xbox here.
Yeah, they happily coexist, as long as you've got room for them.
Thank you very
They
much.
got separate file structures. They don't.
You're welcome.
I don't think they mess with each other.
No, they don't. Microsoft are very good at keeping them separate.
Yep.
So do I need to re-download Microsoft 2020 to my hard drive on my desktop then, so I have them both?
Yes.
Yep. Takes about a day.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say pack a lunch.
Everything loaded and everything calibrated, set up. It's about a day.
Start it when you go to bed, and hopefully it's finished by the time you wake up.
Yep.
So I have
I loaded it. Go ahead.
So I have to pay for it on the Microsoft store?
Oh, did you not have it before?
Did you not have it before?
Okay.
Had it before on the Xbox, but now
You'll be
moved over.
If you've got it, if you've got it on Xbox, or if you had it on Xbox, as long as you use the same login, so the same username, you should be able to install it.
Through Game Pass, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you can install it through Game Pass, and it won't cost you anything.
Because you've already got it. You've already got the license.
Yeah, you already got the license, so just download it through the Xbox Pass, and then you should be able to run it from there.
I will look into that, I guess. I'm confused because I had 2020 on my Xbox. When I bought the computer, I started the computer and said 2024. So it loaded 2024 for me. Correction. I have 2024 on my Xbox. Sorry about that.
Well, Xbox lets you transfer between Xbox and PC, so you can do both.
Yeah, as long as you're using the same username on both.
Yeah, the only thing I don't think it'll let you do is concurrent use, right? You can't use it on the Xbox and on the PC at the same time.
That's right, yeah.
Correct.
But if you got Steam, you can.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Oh, Steam's a whole nother story for me. It will not let me in there under any conditions because I don't have a CD key and I can't find one, and they say they can't help me unless I have a CD key.
Unbelievable.
Oh. No, I don't like Steam, I must say.
No. I only have a couple games on Steam.
Oh, I thought I could hear a A320 to my right wing. You've already in the area. And I said, oh, Richard, I see you're in the DC3.
Oh yeah, I've been in your 6 for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Helicopters wouldn't keep up, so I just thought I'd try something else.
You were very stealthy back there, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Nah, she's a dream, isn't she, the DC3?
Yeah, I've not really flown it much, but yeah, it's really nice, really nice. Some cowboy,
just gotta get used to
some cowboy on your right wing in a Harrier though, so.
Yeah.
How's the ground handling on that DC3? Tail dragger, right?
A-firm, yeah, tail dragger.
You get used to it.
It's getting used to it. Yeah.
Is that the one you can lock the wheel though?
You can, yeah.
You can.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it a little bit more help.
Doesn't help your ground handling if you do on the ground.
No, only on takeoff.
Takeoff it will.
Takeoff and landing.
I bought a P-51 Mustang, and boy, it's a handful on takeoff.
Woohoo! Yeah, I just got it the other day.
If you can take off in the P-51, you can go to sleep and take off in the DC3.
Yeah.
Okay. Quite a difference, huh?
Oh, much different.
Good luck in a Spitfire or a Corsair. Corsair's a handful, mate.
I'll bet that's true.
Well,
Yeah, that's the one that has a true floating tail wheel, I think.
It's got a massive, 28 cylinder radial or whatever it is in it.
Man, where do you get this at? Is it in the marketplace?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
I've
big
got a thing
plane.
for like hard planes to fly.
We've got one
So you
hanging
did
at our, we got one hanging at our local airport, and I walked up alongside the thing, man. It's nearly big.
Oh,
as
they're
me.
massive.
Massive.
Yeah, that was the one thing I thought was kind of cool about 24, being able to jump out of the plane, is you kind of get a perspective on how big some of these are.
Yeah, scale just hits you in the face, doesn't it?
Especially in VR. Yep, some of them you can walk under the wing without having to duck.
Yep.
Yeah, Dave, if you're looking for some other aircraft, go look at Flying Iron stuff.
Yeah, it's really good.
They
did the Corsair, was that Melvis, I think? Blackbird.
Yeah, Milviz did the Corsair. Yep.
It's pretty amazing.
Well, since I'm new, I've just been kind of experimenting to see what I like, and honestly, I like the new high-tech stuff better. I love this PC-21, and I like that F-16. Probably the two my favorite.
I have a very soft spot in my heart for all those warbirds, so that's actually my preference, is the World War II stuff.
I like to go slow and enjoy the scenery.
I like to go fast and see more scenery.
I can't go fast because the scenery goes all blurry because my bandwidth. It's concerning, it's coming.
You have to appreciate as you get older, you slow down, all right?
We do.
Joe, you had that F-15 at what, 49,000 feet the other day?
Oh yeah, I put her on the roof.
This sim is like we all fly the same sim, but we all fly it differently. Yep. So there's me and my helicopters. There's you in your caravan, say. Others in old warbirds and so on.
Yeah, I like the Lightning. I love that plane, and I like flying the old T-6
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Just love the sound of those Pratt & Whitneys.
That's big sky over the top of the mountains, isn't it?
I'm joining up on somebody right now. Looks like a A320.
It's because you haven't got model matching's not doing its job, you see. It's in something you haven't got.
I'm seeing 03 at the destination room area.
Works for me.
Overhead left-hand circuit, is that correct?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Roger B. Join overhead, left-hand downwind.
Okay, did the lumpy bits make up for the flat part?
The flat part,
Yeah, it did go.
Yeah.
It's all been gorgeous.
It's all been great.
Yeah, when I flew this for the first time, I thought, this has just got to be a group flight.
That sounded brilliant. The Audi just flew straight past me. Excellent.
By the way, for those of you who were here last year that did the Operation Neptune flight for D-Day, we're doing it again. So I've got it on the calendar as a placeholder. So more news to follow.
Yeah, download that scenery thing that had all the
Gotta go and
aircraft stuff.
give us a refresher on the scenery we got to download, Joe. Because I think I deleted a lot of it.
Yeah, I'll repost everything that we had in the original along with the pilot brief.
Yep, Roger. That'll be great.
Yeah, can you remind us of that add-on that has all the parachutes and the anti-aircraft stuff?
That's stuff you have to download from Two-Tone Murphy's website.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
For the C-47, eh?
Yeah, you can use the C-47 or the DC3 with an appropriate livery, right? And warbirds too, right? So we got more of us flying fighters now. So whatever y'all want to do, I just like to have a handful of C-47s to make the trip. Since we're recreating the 82nd Airborne drop, that might be a good thing, right?
Yeah, the C-46 wasn't out yet, was it?
Don't remember, to be honest. It may have been out, but not widely deployed.
Yeah, it's before my time.
Where are we headed for landing? I didn't read carefully, I guess. I'm just following the crowd right now.
Papa Alpha Sierra Tango, runway 03. Join overhead, left hand downwind.
What's the identifier again?
Alpha Sierra Tango.
Oh, PAST. Oh, I didn't realize that was an identifier. Okay.
It's a strange identifier, that's for sure.
Be a true fly past.
Yeah.
Or it's in the past.
This would have been a good touch and go, huh?
Yeah, maybe we can do the time warp.
Okay.
Again?
Yeah, again.
Well, if you get the lettering wrong, it's pepper, asparagus, sausage, tomato.
I'm really looking forward to this, Joe. It's going to be the first landing for 3 weeks where I feel I might just be in control.
Yeah, no, see, you've done
No
now,
pressure.
You've done it now.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. It's going to be a breeze, mate, compared to what I've had to put up with.
Oh, wait, I can't wait to get down and watch this.
Let's get,
Yeah.
let's get there and watch.
Tune in next week when you'll hear, I'm just here for the scenery.
I hope I don't disappoint, but with 1,600 sim hours, I better get it right.
It's all good, Ellis. It's only a sim.
That's why they make the Y key.
Bearing in mind, he's had some real.
As I told you guys the other day, our Air Force flight instructor who took me up in the 172 gave me the biggest compliment I think a sim operator could ever get. And that was, for first time up in the real plane, he'd never had anybody do it like I did. And I'm 80 odd years of age.
Oh yeah, but you could take that both ways, Ellis.
That's right, that might not have been a good thing.
No, I think I'll take it. He might have been pulling that thing, you know, but
Oh my goodness, I've never seen it done like that before.
You turned upside down, Ellis.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Because I was inverted.
Oh my God.
The irony of the whole thing is, gentlemen, is that I thought he was landing the damn thing, because that's what he told me was going to happen. He could do the approach and all the rest of it, but he was going to... Yeah. And when we did come down for the last final landing, he didn't say I have control, and apparently I ended up landing the thing.
There you go. Wow, I didn't even know it was possible to bounce that many times.
He did give you a call sign called Rude, did he?
It was a great experience. I'll value that till the end of my days.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like doing it for real, Ellis. You're right. It's marvelous.
It reaffirms my disappointment that I never did what I decided I wanted to do as a young man, and that was learn to fly. But other things came along, like a new C-130 to work on, and a thing called how did you guess? How did you guess, John? I didn't even have to tell you.
Me as well, mate.
Yeah.
Wouldn't change it though.
Yeah, and that's the best answer ever.
And the sim has been my saving grace. I now appreciate it more because, especially the new ones, at 20 and 24, they're so realistic.
Yeah, I got sidelined medically, so the sim is wonderful for me.
Carl said to me he was extremely interested to find out. It was a two-pronged fork, really. I wanted to see how it was in real life compared to the sim, and he wanted to see somebody that had done 1,000 hours in a sim, how they actually handled things in the real world. And I think we both got a big surprise.
Yeah, I would say the sim is harder.
Yeah, other than the
Don't feel
actual
anything.
the physical movement of the aircraft and the turbulence and that sort of thing. And of course, 2024 is emulating that quite well, isn't it?
Well, it's the wall between you and reality too, right? You're not worried about camera angles and pressing buttons to go look at stuff. So yeah, I mean, there's that too. That's what the biggest thing for me is.
That's where VR helps, because you can just look. It's quite good.
Even with head tracking and eye tracking, the boundary is still there.
I was surprised at the weight on the controls on this. I was surprised how heavy it was.
Yes. As he said, it's a, what did he call it? It's a sluggish old dog, I think he called it.
What were you flying, Ellis?
172.
Yeah.
It only took, I would say, half of the 10 minutes, quarter of an hour before I adjusted to the heaviness of the controls.
Yeah, that was like that.
But I mean to say the Bravo, the Alpha Yo, so similar. It's amazing, really.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. How was it compared to the Alpha Yoke as far as what the real thing is for the 172?
Got a video of it my son took, and I was watching it the other day, and as the aircraft was put it around in the 20-knot breeze we were flying in, I was just as I would in the sim, and it was just intuition. It was amazing, really, to watch. I thought, is that really me doing that? You know?
Who's this coming in?
Find an air.
Crazy field with a beautiful landing.
Hey, lovely.
Oh my, I am tail end Charlie.
Yeah, I had to boost my sim rate too.
Yeah, I had to do a bit of working to catch it. Crowd.
Yeah, I guess I need to go to Hawaii and press the Waikiki.
Good one.
Hey Joe, another good flight in Alaska that would be very interesting was in the area of, you know, Seward up to Anchorage. There's a lot of little strips around there. You could do quite a few touch and goes.
Yeah, I've got an Alaska trip planned for Tuesday at some point. Still working on it.
What did we decide on, sorry?
03.
07.
03.
Oh.
03.
03, okay. Thank you.
Echo Charlie Mike, joining left hand downwind, runway 03.
Yeah, I found it interesting how close this airfield was to the highway.
I mean, I've flown a few backcountry strips, and they're pretty much on the highway. You can almost can't tell the difference.
Well, I did my flight in the 152, that was Eshot up at Cumbria in Northumberland, and that's just literally on the side of the A1, so you just, to find it, you just follow the A1 down where it stops being a dual carriageway, you know, the airport is just to the left.
Any civilization around this area, Joe, that this airfield services?
I have no idea. I know that it's just in proximity to the national park. I mean, Mount McKinley is to our right.
I got to get this landing right, so I'll have to have a look afterwards. Everybody's watching.
Everybody is watching.
I thought you'd already come down, Ellen.
Yeah,
I know,
put the flight recorder on.
I'm turning left base now.
If you've got flight recorder, turn it on real quick.
Well, we may already have that covered today.
Oh,
Is that you straddling the runway?
I know, his tail end's sticking right out in the runway.
Is that me?
Yeah, it certainly looks like you.
Chop it
Oh,
off.
sorry.
An HAR A320.
Okay. Susan Mac. It's coming in.
That's the thing with it. When you're appearing as an A320 model, objects in your mirror may appear larger than that.
Yeah, I wasn't sticking out that. Yeah, I wasn't sticking out that far from my view. Tuck that
Okay,
tail.
Charlie, Mike going around.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit too high there.
Yeah, I figured that was about right, mate.
I wasn't going to disgrace myself.
Nah, good call with the go around.
Is Valdi coming in?
Yes, he is.
Also in a Harrier A320.
They're just sitting there, just hovering right above the runway.
Just got out of your road.
Oh, there's Joe in front of me. Adam, Richard, Old Pete, and the P's.
It's a party now.
Yeah, no runway sharing today, please.
Yeah, yeah. Nice and orderly, gentlemen.
Who was
Golf up from Marcus left base.
I'll take a longer approach this time. Adam's in the DC3. What are you flying, Joe?
The station wagon.
Oh, that's right. 207.
Who was it that suggested the book Stick and Rudder? It was somebody in the group flight. Well, perhaps they're not here, but that book, I'm not even a third of the way through it, but it has changed how I perceive flying. It's a really good book.
Was it Peter?
It might have been. It's basically for tail dragger planes, but the same principles would apply with the tricycle.
What's it called again?
Flight today.
Hold on a second. Let me grab my phone. I've been listening to it for the last couple of days on Audible. Stick and Rudder.
Okay.
No more fuel.
It basically is a long-winded discussion on angle of attack, but it makes sense after you start going through it.
Right, I'll have a look out for that.
Okay, for some reason I'm stuck on the runway. I can't disengage my parking brake.
Right.
This is a better approach. Coming in behind you, Joe.
There we go. Now I see Adam as a DC3.
I'm going to go around. I've got slow traffic in front of me.
And a beautiful landing. Nice.
Well, thank you. I was definitely better than the coffee break, that's for sure.
I think we all had difficulties with the coffee break.
And I just about to delete somebody in front of me, sorry.
That's okay, that was me, but it's my fault. I can't move. I'm stuck in the middle of the runway for some reason.
Oh, it looks like you've got your gear up.
Oh, well, that would be it. Okay. That would be it.
Well, time for the Y key.
Problems with his undercarriage.
Okay, so that's where I would get some kind of booby prize for that, I guess.
That's good. It happens to us all.
There's anybody on here that hadn't done that.
You're awarded the mug for the day.
Checklist?
I think 2020 is punishing me. It won't let me reset. I'm going to have to go all the way back to go or something.
That wasn't checklist, Frank. That was checkmate.
I know, right?
Yeah. Just hit the Y key. It'll fix you up.
Oh, the Y
key. Landings are with your gear up.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed what a beautiful landing it was.
Yeah.
I noticed it was a gorgeous landing, but it slowed down awfully quick. I couldn't figure it out.
If you're gonna ditch, no.
No pressure, Ellis.
Why my propeller shaped like that?
There we go. Going around again. That was nice and low. There we go.
Well, so maybe this will make you feel better. So I was flying one of those planes in 24. I don't remember which. Got up in the air, and I could not figure out why I couldn't get the gear up. And then I realized I forgot to pull the gear pins. So there you go.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, 2020.
That's not nearly as bad as not being able to put down the landing gear, but still.
The 2024. Don't take the cloth away. You can't.
Yeah, don't take the covers off. Yep. I've flown just about every plane and missed the pitot tube sock. Couldn't figure out why I didn't have any airspeed.
Yeah.
Here comes Joe.
Yeah, and I used to get paid for flying. Wow.
Appreciate the advice of the real world, boys. I really do.
Okay, Speed Racer is down.
Hold on.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, everybody. This boys is heading out of here. We'll go and do some work. Catch you later. Bye-bye.
In the DC3.
Bye-bye, John.
Good morning.
Good morning, John. Have a good week.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, mate.
Great trip.
Yeah, thanks for this
Good night,
trip.
everybody. See you all again soon.
Thanks, Joe. You tomorrow.
I'm coming in for one more landing if anybody wants to grade me.
Yep, I see.
Got your gear down, Richard?
Yep.
It is a short well on the DC3.
Yeah, I do now.
Play hot. And he's down. A little hop.
A little hop.
As you were in the H160.
There we go. Well,
We'll
this
give it
runway,
7 out of 10.
I'm gonna blame it on the runway. The runway is not.
That's about what I got, was a 7 out of 10.
It is a little.
I don't think that's the first time I've landed it, so I'll take a 7 out of 10. Thanks.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
That's a great plane, Adam. That's a great plane. I need to fly this much more often.
Yeah, you can slow it down a lot on the landing, can't you?
What were you flying, Richard?
Let me know. Let me know if you want to fly, Rich, because I'm always in the DC3.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, I'd like to fly it more too. It's always fun when I fly it, but I don't fly it much.
So a good little trick when you're doing your landings as well is put a decent amount of stage of flaps in for when you're coming in, and as soon as your wheels are going to touch, just raise them a couple of notches, and it will sucks the wheels down, prevents you from having a bounce. So once the wheels get down, raise the flaps, and it will obviously you're creating less lift then. It's just a good little tactic, especially for the short runways. You can obviously prevent the bounce and get on the brakes early.
The other one that Dog gave me is when you're taking off is as you get to about 80 knots, just pull the prop pitch back a bit and you get a boost of speed to get you off. So if the runway's a bit short, just to get you up.
So what you're supposed to use on takeoff is 42 inch on the manifold, 2300 on the RPM. Obviously, if you leave the RPMs at full, you're getting over like 2600 on the RPM, aren't you? So I find once you get rolling, knock them down to about 90% A5. Well, yeah, probably about 90%. And it just prevents that. You kind of get that effect, don't you, after a while? Like with the more the propeller spins quicker, the quicker you're moving, it starts acting more like a wall than it does propelling you forward.
You can also put some weight on it too.
DC21.
That was very good, Dave, considering there was a Harrier hovering right over you.
Yeah, and you were right on the hump.
I remembered the landing gear this time. It helped.
The A320 just slipped it off next door to me vertically.
Yeah, it went right over the top of Dave as he was landing.
Oh, well, that was awesome, Joe. Thank you very much. I leave today a very happy man. Once again, I think it might have been Cliff that told me to unplug my joystick.
I think that was me particularly. I was just talking about checking the digitory pots, but...
It was Eddie. I had the same problem.
Eddie. Did you, Eddie? Well, thank you very much, mate.
No problem.
I'll remember you and me well, mate.
All right.
Okay, good night.
Good night, everybody. We're cutting recording off. Thanks for being along for the ride today.
There you go.
No, thank you, Joe.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. See you later.
See you all soon.
Yeah, thanks.
Good night.
Yeah, it's okay.
Good night, Jim Bob.
Yeah, that was good fun, Joe. Thank you.
Does he post that video somewhere where we can look at it?
Yeah, I'll have the video up on YouTube probably tomorrow on my channel.
What's your channel?
It's called The Flying Doghouse.
The Flying Doghouse. Okay, I'll look for it. Great.
Cool beans.
Won't be disappointed.
It's very,
Thanks, Joe.
it's very kind of you to say. I appreciate it, Adam.
No, you're doing all right. I personally think you're doing quite well. Yeah, I do quite like him.
All right, until tomorrow.
Yep, thanks, Joe.